kitchen, my kitchen, less than 60-minute meals. Let's put this on again. Less than 60-minute meals. We are cooking pastelon. We're getting our pans nice and hot. I'm going to start off with my onions and my peppers. We have a lot of ingredients. I'm going to go over everything. And again, you can find everything on my YouTube. Go subscribe, Amira's Kitchen. So we have red peppers and onions. I'm adding it to my pan right now. And we're going to add a little bit of salt to our onions and peppers because that brings out, it sweats the onions out, right? So we want to saute the onions and the peppers, add a little bit of salt. And now we're just going to let it do its thing. While that's going, I just want to go over all of my ingredients. I have some cilantro, I have some green onions, I have some tomato paste and tomato sauce, I have a lot of cloves of garlic, I have some more onions because I'm going to make like a nice little like salsa to go next to it, or maybe I could eat it while it's in the oven. Some mangoes, pineapples, I have eggs, I have all the seasonings, of course, some adobo, some oregano, some garlic. I have all that stuff, but I'm going to, again, keep on going and keep on reassuring you all of the ingredients so you could get that pen and paper and write it down. And again, it would be listed below on my YouTube. Thank you. So we got the onions and the peppers sauteing right now. I have this other pan nice and hot. I'm adding some oil because we are going to fry our plantains. We're going to cut them nice and thin, and we're going to fry them on each side for about 4 minutes because we are making a pastelon, which is sweet plantains, maduros, with meat, with different cheeses, any kind of cheeses you want. And then you scrabble up some eggs and you put that on, and then you just keep on making it layers. Like it's a Spanish tradition, lasagna is called pastelon with meat. All right, so I love the way my onions look. I'm dumping in my meat. So I have about 3 pounds of meat right now going on in there. I'm gonna start, what am I gonna do? I wanna put in some sofrito in my meat. I got the onions, I got the peppers, and I'm gonna put in some sofrito. I put about 3 teaspoons of sofrito, tablespoons of sofrito. I like sofrito. It has all the seasonings you need to really marinate and season that meat. All right, so while my meat is cooking, I'm gonna start breaking down my plátano. How do you know your oil is ready? You get a little piece of the plantain. You drop it in. If it sizzles, it's ready. So we're going to put a couple of pieces of our plantain. Want to cut them thin. About 2 to 3 minutes on each side. So 5 minutes each. 5 minutes altogether, more or less. Remember, you don't want to crowd the pan. All right, so hold on, let me bring it over. So we have, hold on, let me turn you guys over. So we have our plantains right now. And then we are going to, So we have our plantains right now. They're frying on each side like 2 to 3 minutes. Altogether about 5 minutes each. Together. And then we are going to continue on seasoning our meat. So I'm cooking my meat. I got 3 pounds of meat. So with 3 pounds of meat, I would put 2 packs of sazon. It's a lot of meat. So we put our onions, our peppers, and now we're adding 2 packs of sazon. And we're just gonna mix it on up. Our meat. So we did the onions and the peppers. We put 2 packs of sazon. So now we are going to add a little bit of oregano. about a teaspoon of oregano. Okay, and then we're going to add a tablespoon or two of adobo. We're going to pop it in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. I'm going to add fresh garlic and powdered garlic. So I'm going to add about a tablespoon. Remember, it's 3 pounds, so you want to season it really well. Some Himalaya salt. All right, let me get my plátanos ready. I got to get them out so I could alternate them. Okay, so we added in all of our seasonings. The only thing that I have to add in now is a little bit of my tomato paste and tomato sauce. And then my green onions. And of course, my fresh garlic. Okay, now we're going to check on our plátanos. Again, remember the plátanos is like 3 to 4 minutes on each side. 5 to 6 minutes altogether. So we added the green onions later on because green onions, they like to really fall apart. And I like to add my green onions towards the end of when the meat is pretty much done. So it has about maybe 5 more minutes, and then the meat will be done. So again, I add my green onions closer to the time when the meat is cooked. Remember, we're also adding the pastelon into the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. I'm going to show you again how is this looking. Hold on 1 second here. So we have the meat with the peppers and the onions and the green onions. I added in the adobo, 2 packs of sazon, oregano, a little bit of Himalaya salt. All right, and then we have the plátanos here. So, can't wait. Smells so good. I have my oven preheated for 75. We're going to pop it in the oven for about 20 minutes or so. I'm going to clean up everything off the board so that way we could start assembling our pastelon. My meat is pretty much done. So what we're going to do is we are going to start assembling this pastelon. Okay, so my meat is done. I turned it off. I'm transferring it to this bowl. I'll show you the meat. That's 3 pounds of meat. We have I'm going to put it in an aluminum tray. We have 4 eggs, so I'm going to break the 4 eggs and scramble them up. We're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to our eggs. Okay, so we have our meat, we have our plantains, we have the eggs here that I'm going to scramble up. Again, you want to make sure you add some salt and pepper. All right, so we are going to start. We're going to get a little bit of butter. And we are just going to butter the pan. So once we butter the pan, we're just going to start assembling. So of course we're going to do the plantains first. And then we're going to do a layer of the beef. And then we're going to do another layer of cheese. And then the eggs right on top. All right, so we're going to do the plantains first. My pan is nice and buttered up. All right, so we have a layer of the plantains, right? And then we're going to do a thick, nice layer. We're going to do a thick, nice layer of the meat. You want to make sure that you are very generous. You want it to be nice and thick and nice and juicy. Make sure you get like a little drainer with the spoon that drains to put it in, because you want to get that oil. You don't want to get too much of that oil into this pan. A little bit is nice, but not all of it. So now we covered the plantains. We put the plátanos down. We put the meat down. So now we are going to add the cheese. I have some mozzarella cheese and some white cheddar cheese. All right, plantains, beef, cheese. You get 2-3 different kind of cheese, so it could be like really nice and good and sweet. Okay, so now we are going to put a little bit of our layer of our egg mixture. Make sure you save some for the top, because we have to put some on the top layer. All right. So now we put more plantains. All right, perfect. So we have another layer of plantains. So now we're going to get another layer of beef. Not a lot this time. Not a lot this time. We're just drizzling over on top. All right. So not a lot this time. This time is the top. You're going to put a little layer. Make sure the plantains are still showing a little bit. All right, and then we are going to put the leftover cheese right on top. All right, boom. And then we're going to finish up with the egg. Okay, and then I'm going to finish it up with more cheese right on top. And this is a different kind. So I put cheddar and mozzarella, and then one on top is monster cheese. I'm making a mess. All right, there you go. That is done. I am popping it in the oven. All right, it's going in the oven for about 20 minutes. Okay, that is for my pastelon. So let me take my pastelon out the oven. Let's check and see what it looks like. Who is ready to eat? This looks divine. Divine. Just gonna take away a little bit of that extra oil that it has. Look at this. Look at that. Tell me that does not look good. And then you add in your green onions on top for garnish. And a little bit more of cilantro. me that does not look good. Looks delicious, really good. Enjoy. Thank you so much. I'm about to dive in. Look at that cheese. I'm excited. I haven't made this in a while, so I'm like super, super excited. Oh my God. Delicious, delicious, delicious. Monty said you do deliveries. I would have. I'm going to send her my menu so that way she could order. I take pre-orders. Pre-orders, definitely, yes. Not the same day, though. I got to be prepared and ready. All right, I'm going to take one more bite because this is like super delicious. Less than 60 minutes Pastelon. You don't understand. If you haven't followed me, go follow me on YouTube, please. All the support, I need all the support that I could get. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the summer. So that's my goal. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before the summer. So again, less than 60-minute meal, Pastelon, so good, so easy, and I even made a little nice salad or salsa, whatever to go with it. I just didn't have no chips, but it's all good. I'll be back next week. Not sure if it's gonna be Monday or Tuesday, but I'll definitely be back next week. Hopefully, I'm going to be cooking like a nice taco platter. I put it up, but everybody decided the pastelon. So pastelon it is. And next week, I'll do the taco platter. So you guys are ready for Cinco de Mayo. So again, thank you so much, guys. God bless. Less than 60-minute meal. Go subscribe to Omara's Kitchen. And go follow me on Facebook, Omara's Kitchen. Thank you. Bye.